Do it.
Okay, so today, ECU coming out, new one going in. So the Hondata can right together. This thing can go whoop-a-doo-doo-doo.
Okay, so today here at Robbie Repairs. That never works. I always start and then you go the complete wrong direction. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are finally working on the Civic again. I've been telling you we ordered some parts and they were taking forever to arrive, and today they finally got here. Well, they're all here, but they aren't here. We gotta go get all of them still. So what we're doing today is we're gonna take out the old ECU, take it to the shop, because we're trading in the old one for a new one. Like, not straight swap, but it's a little bit of a discount. So we're trading in this current ECU for a new ordered ECU and a Hondata, and then that's what we're doing today. We're gonna go pick all that stuff up. Tomorrow we're gonna put in the injectors and the fuel pump, and then we should, oh, we gotta get a air fuel gauge too. Then once we get the air fuel gauge, we should be good to get it tuned. I don't even know where the ECU is or what we're doing.
We assume it's the passenger side.
Emerson assumes it's on the passenger side. We didn't look into this at all. Like, we should have done just like a little bit of research, but we did absolutely zero. Well, hope you enjoyed our talk and let's do it. I just have a swamp of keys. Idiot. You know how many keys? You dropped a whole BRZ key, man.
By the time you hucked it across the street, then exploded.
I don't remember that.
Found it!
Did you? Is it actually just right there?
That's probably it. This is gross.
Who would have known that ECUs are so, like, easy to get to? Like, I had no idea that your ECU just chilled right there. Nice new haircut, boy.
Can you not do that?
Did you know there's, like, some grease? I don't know if it's grease. Some, like, ritual to make your hair grow back. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Ow. Gotcha. Also, in my video the other day, I said the Civic would look sick in yellow because there was a yellow something when we were at the car show. You guys have this conspiracy theory now that the Civic's gonna be yellow because I said that. It's not. You guys voted and you won with the color gray by like such a landslide that it's incredible. What color, like shade of gray? I don't know yet, but that's the color.
Colorblind gray.
That's a perfect one. We're gonna make the Civic colorblind gray. This is just the greatest angle of your scalp. So what, we literally just unplug like 3 plugs there and then that's it? That's it? Now we can just leave?
Really? That's it?
We gotta drive all the way to Richmond, dudes. Get out of here.
Richmond! That's where all the rich men are!
Oh my god, my steering wheel's inside.
I don't know, it just seems like it's backwards.
It does, but you know what I mean? Like, that's one piece with the horn. It can only go one way.
So how does a horn work, technically?
Well, there's no horn on this one. The one I'm getting soon has a horn. The V2 one. V2, baby!
The reason one word is all it takes, babe. Bursting out in cold flames, breathing, we are catching fire. Thought that we were wiser.
There it is, right there.
You see it?
There, guys.
Hey!
There it is.
Alright, we just gotta hook this turn before our traffic hits us.
Oh, see you later.
Oh, and then we just gotta yeet right into here. Say bye-bye to this crap. And that, my friend, is the difference between 90s style tune and a real tune. A whole bank account. A whole bank account is the difference.
It harder. Keep on acting busy on your phone.
Food time.
VIP parking, brother.
Food time. Gotta get that pho.
Baby, can we start this? Don't you wanna hold me anymore?
Full Asian mode.
Arguments spinning in circles. We're fighting for.
I ruined my shirt. There was a bunch of bubbles in my, or not bubbles. Oh, it's so dry. There was a bunch of pearls in my straw and I tried to blow them back in.
We're fighting for days, stuck in a phase. I think we're losing the reason. One word is all it takes, babe. Bursting out in cold flames, breathing, we are catching.
What is this? This is like off-road heaven right here.
We need one of these.
Oh! Where'd that speed bump come from? Don't look out the window while you're driving.
Get out.
Dude, this is nice. This is a sick color, like almost Civic-y color. This is sick.
I think that Protege looks better than the BRZ.
Hey, how are you? And while I'm here, can I book a day to get it, bring it in and get it tuned? Let me jump! So now that we're back, I realized that I thought today's video was going to be a lot longer because I thought basically the impression that me and Emerson were under were that the Hondata was like a cob access port kind of thing. We clearly didn't do that much research into what it actually looked like, but we thought we were getting an ECU and then also like the Hondata, which we did because I paid for two things separately, but the way it was explained to me made it sound like it was like an access port, but it's not. So this is actually way faster than we thought. So we went to Lordco and picked up a turbo filter that we're gonna throw on. And then we picked up the fuel pump and the injectors today because they came in today as well. Okay, so you guys saw the original ECU that we took out and it looked exactly like this, like identical to this almost. Now basically this is someone else traded one in, right? And what they did was they cut this little hole and put this little access port plug, and they already connected the Hondata inside here. So the Hondata essentially is just like an ECU board, and they took it out of the box and they took it out of this package and they basically pre-installed it on this one. So I traded in my OEM ECU, and what they're gonna do is turn it into the same thing that this one is. And then what this one is like I said, just the hole cut with the port access to it. So basically we don't have to do anything except plug this back in, and then when we want to tune it, we just plug, well, I'm not gonna tune it, but when we get it tuned, we just plug this cable into the ECU and then the other end into the laptop, and there you go, you're tuned. Since we were at Lordco, we picked up this Edelbrock filter. It's kind of like the breathing filter that I have, except I just got the tiny version for the valve cover. And this is gonna go on the turbo to keep it filtered, because you guys know that I was super hesitant about running it without a filter. Hey, where's the rest of the pumps and stuff? Hey.
This honestly looks like a specialty tool.
I know, this does look like a tool. Actually, I see some similarities. These are 550cc fuel injector clinic injectors. I don't think they're anything special. We're gonna do this today. And then we also got the AEM high flow intake fuel pump. And this is gonna be tomorrow, I believe, because this is a little bit of a longer task than for what we have time for today. So total for the fuel upgrades, I paid $6 something, I'll put it right here. That's the total cost for these guys. And then the total price for the Hondata S300, as well as the new ECU. And this already comes with a base map on it. So I told the guy all the details about the car, and he installed a base map so that we can drive it to the shop to get it tuned. So that includes a base map and includes a little bit of a discount, barely anything, for me to trade in mine for this one. Total I paid for the ECU and the Hondata was $907. We spent a lot of money today. I told you guys that this was the part where we didn't know if we wanted to go super budget. This is the only part on the whole Civic build list that I know some of you guys will vary from, and that's perfectly fine because this is an expensive way to do it. This is just like the way that's not sketchy to me and Emerson, so we had to ball out a little bit. I'm not happy about it really at the end of the day because that's supposed to be a budget build, but we've always said, I've always told you, some things you just need to not be so budgety about. Some things you got to spend money on. So unfortunately, all this stuff costs more than the turbo kit itself, but it's gonna make the car run amazing. And then the Edelbrock filter was 20 bucks at Lordco,
which I owed you money for.
So. Thank you for buying the filter. Noggin. That was a stupid idea.
You open this? That. I want to see you inside.
How do you get this off? Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. That is Hondata. And it basically just chips right out the side here so you can plug it in. The rest of this is just factory ECU. And for anybody that's curious, that's what...
it's really new.
That's what an ECU looks like. This is pretty pimpin', eh? It's really clean. I don't know what... I mean, I've never looked at an ECU of a car before, but this is really clean. So dissatisfying to literally have something that looks exactly as the same as what we pulled out earlier and be $1,000 less in my pocket. It's a sad day, man. Well, I guess you're just gonna do it. Enjoy. Treat it with care. Oh yeah, I remember this shot. The back of your head shot.
This one?
You didn't say there's two.
There's three.
That's it?
Yeah.
At least we bought more stuff to do today because that was just underwhelming. So I'm not entirely sure if that thing we bought is gonna fit on there, but we're gonna test it. It actually does not look like it's gonna fit at all, but it was worth a shot. If not, we just return it. After looking at this, we're not even gonna unbox it because you can tell just by like looking at this thing that it is not gonna fit there. Like it needs like at least an inch, and there's like not even a centimeter right there, and then same thing on this side. There's like no room. So it's not even worth taking out of the box. I don't know what we're gonna do here. And you guys keep saying it's backwards, but it's not, because the downpipe bolts to that side. And if it was the other way around, the downpipe would come out the front. So you literally have to bolt it this way. It just doesn't make sense. It's like CX Racing didn't design this. They just threw it at us. I was like, here you go. Now you can open this, buddy guy. Oh, look at that, man. I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks cool though, it's blue. It's meant to be in the Civic, dude. It's a blue fuel squirter. So these are Fuel Injector Clinic 550cc squirters. injectors. I call them squirters because it's funny. And then that's the plugs for them. This looks pretty straightforward too, no?
Electrical work. Guess who's doing that?
The colorblind guy? I don't think so. What do you want me to do? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just standing here twirling my camera.
1, 2, and 3 behind there.
Take off the whole fuel rail?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just cleaning out the holes before you put the new injectors in?
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on, so you need to tell people. I've never done injectors or anything before, so I don't know.
Clean all the gunk that's in there.
The Civic's so cool because I learned so much shit. Like, you know a lot of it already, but like I personally have learned so much just from buying mods that I don't know how to do and then getting you to help me do them, and now I know how to do things. Like now I could do this myself, whereas before I literally wouldn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm sure there's people out there who know this, but these injectors came with new O-rings, so Emerson took these out and he's like took the O-rings out and he was cleaning in there, and then he realized that we don't even need to put them back because these come with actual rings on them. So both Emerson and me have tried to get these things in, and we're having the hardest time getting it to fit. Like, the ring will fit in, but then when you try and put the actual injector into the ring, it doesn't go. And if you put the ring on with the injector in it, like does not fit. You got it? I love how every time you say shh as if I'm not gonna tell the people our struggles. That's why they like us, because we don't just like falsify everything. We actually show them like, hey, we don't know what the hell's going on.
Last time I tried this was a 4-cylinder. Why is it only 3? Oh, wow. Pretty in.
So we got all the injectors in now, what, you just gonna put the rail back and then we gotta figure out the wiring?
Yeah. A hard examination of these wires here. Looks like you got a ground.
So what we concluded after YouTubing and Googling and stuff for these injectors is every injector has one yellow and black wire and then one different color wire. So we're using the yellow and black as the ground, and then like the red one or the gray one or the yellow, just solid yellow one as the power. Nudity. If you guys have, like, sometimes we have days where we make really funny videos and like we have a good time doing it, and like we're just in like great moods and we just film like awesome content. And one of those videos was putting the Corbeau seats in Emerson's car, and a lot of you guys didn't watch it for whatever reason, whether you didn't think it was interesting or whatever. Go watch that video when you're done this, because it was hilarious. Like, that was just a good video. We just had a great time. Emerson literally fell like 3 feet into a box all by himself, just being an idiot. It was a good video. Here you go, buddy. Feels pretty clipped in. It didn't really make an audible click, but feels pretty good. No, for sure. We definitely want to test it first. So you want to clip them all in? Before we neaten that up and like re-wrap it, because it was wrapped in like a wire wrap, so before we put it back in there, we want to make sure it works. We want to make sure we did it right. In theory, it should run. It shouldn't, like, we haven't done the pump yet, and we're not going to get to the pump today. We don't have time for that today. So we didn't do the pump yet, but it should turn over because we got a base map put on the ECU. We put the injectors in. It should just idle, really. Do you want to do the honors, or do you want me to crank it?
You crank it.
The battery's still kind of dead. You think it'll go?
Should.
That stinks. Oh, there's a lot of fumes right here. Sweet, dude. Good job wiring it up. Thanks, Emerson does it. Oh, dude, it's so potent in here.
It's so rich.
Jeez. I keep telling you guys we're gonna get stickers made for 100,000. But before 100,000, I'm assuming at the end of this month I won't be there. So a bunch of these committed crew stickers will be for sale at H2O. All you gotta do is come find me, or Emerson, or any of our squad, and we will have a bunch of these stickers. So I have a bunch being made right now. I'm gonna take them with me, like a pre-sale kind of thing, to H2O. So if you guys come to Ocean City or Atlantic City or wherever the hell it is this year and see us and come up to us, I'll sell you some stickers. So you guys get first dibs. It's a good idea. Between now and H2O, at any given point, we will put one Easter egg in either a video. Okay, we'll put one in a video and one on Instagram. So make sure you're following Instagram and make sure you watch all the videos between now and H2O, because somewhere in there we'll put an Easter egg. And if you guys get the Easter egg and you come up to us at H2O and you say, hey, the code is Emerson sucks, then we'll give you a free sticker. That's a good idea, dude. It's a good idea. Watch out for these Easter eggs. We can't tell them if we're gonna write it somewhere or verbally write, but like it could be just like written on the wall right there and you guys have to see it. But it'll obviously be obvious in the video if you're looking for it. That's gonna be all we have for today's video. So tomorrow we're gonna put the fuel pump in, and then I already have a tune scheduled so we can throw this thing on the dyno. You guys will probably have about a week between when these videos show up and we get it put on the dyno, which is sick. I'm super excited to get this thing on the dyno and see what we do. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. A lot of you guys are like, hey, in the meantime, why don't you like paint your valve cover or get this or do that? And it's the reason I'm not doing any of that is because I don't want to take it to the dyno, blow this motor, like completely detonate it, and then I've wasted all my time and money making things prettier when they're just gonna die anyway. So I really wanna make sure this thing holds up and performs well and makes it past dyno day. And as long as the old Civic makes it past dyno day, then I'll start to drop big bucks on it. And not big bucks, but 20 bucks for a can of paint. And paint the valve cover and do some stuff like that. So that's gonna be all we have today. Emerson, thank you for doing all the colorful work. That's gonna be all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. I hope you guys are stoked to see the Civic back. Peace out and stay committed.